Alrighty traders, so in this video we're going to be covering a bit of a market update educational video. We're going to be covering the S&P 500 and also Nasdaq, and the reason why I see a bit of a weakness potentially starting to happen there, a bit of a silver and gold update there, and some things that I want, especially with silver. I also want to be covering silver mining stocks. I've been covering the gold stocks a lot lately, but I want to cover silver mining stocks to share with us, show you what I see there. Do a bit of a market update on Apple and why I see a potential bit of a weakness coming into that. Oil, and also a thing called waiting for confirmation when you are trading these markets, and it's so important. And I've had a little nicky comments, and I'm going to talk about why that's so important if you want to be a successful professional trader. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, so let's get straight into today's update. Let's go through the order as I promised you. Firstly, S&P 500. We can see here that on the recent terms, we've had a very nice rise up. Bit of a pullback, rise up, pullback, rise up. But we are where we are right now. And the thing that I see, guys, is that if we actually start to roll over a little bit here, I'm seeing that there's probably a bit of a weakness probably likely to come in here. And if we roll right now, what we've done here, okay, if you have a look at this, let me bring on the last, say, 3 months. Last 3 months, okay? So we've actually pretty much broken up this up above this previous high here, okay? And now we've just rallied up. But see how we've rallied up and just done nothing, right? If we start to break below this level through here, and if I bring up that's that trend line through there. If I bring up that through there, as you can see, right, we can see how that level through there is definitely, you see how that it broke below, came back up, and now hit this resistance. So if we start, if we do not hold through here and we start to break back below this level through here, then like something like that, we break back below this high, then that'll tell me this whole thing through here was probably like sort of a bit of a false breakout, or get people long. And if we see that, then we have a very good chance of then rallying back down to at least these lows through here, if not a lot more. Now, a 5 to 6% correction would be somewhere around about, now on my longer term trend lines, if I bring up my absolute longer term trend lines right there, then I would say that we're probably likely to see a move probably back down towards this level through. So if we start to, if we continue up, then forget what I just said, right? But trading is all about preempting. Okay, the market's doing this right now, so if this happens, then this is what's likely to happen. Falling. Okay, trading's never about knowing exactly what's going to happen, but trading is all about saying, okay, here's what's going on right now, and this is what's likely to happen right now. We don't know, but if it does start to break down, then we're probably likely to see a bit of a follow through, because I'm seeing a bit of weakness coming into where we are right now. And the same for the Nasdaq, right? The Nasdaq is doing the exact same thing. If I bring up my little good old trend lines through here, through to there, you'll be able to see pretty much that going on through there, as you can see. So let me take this off the screen here, so you can see how this broke down, hit resistance. Now it's sort of having a bit of problems through here. So if we start to break back below this level through here, then once again we're probably likely to start to see a very nice pullback in the markets before we continue just shooting up and just going crazy from there. Because again, I'm seeing a bit of weakness coming in here. So if we do start to roll over and we start to break down, break down past this level, then that's probably tell me we're likely to see, that's probably going to be the start of a 5 or 6% correction in the markets, probably heading back down towards these levels through here long term, because this is the long term trend line through here. So probably heading back down towards here somewhere before we start to see a move up. So let's have a quick look at silver and gold. This is the silver price right now. Silver is still pretty much stuck in its overall pattern through here, but this is a very bullish pattern where it is right now. We still need the breakout, I've had, let me bring up the SLV here for a minute. I've had some people I've had some people say, oh, if it breaks down, it's likely to go down. If it breaks up, it's likely to go up. Oh, no, John. And what I mean by that, if you actually listen, professional traders, right now, there's no sense of probability of direction. So if we break up out of here, that's given us a probability we're now likely to continue up. That's waiting for what? Confirmation. All right. And if we break down, then that tells us now we have a probability of this actually continuing and to break and to continue to have a further move to the downside. Okay. So for that little smart ass comment on my YouTube, it's like if it breaks up, it's likely to go up. If it breaks down, it's likely to go down. That's what I mean, right? Professional trading is never about gambling. Right now, we have no idea, right? This is that basing pattern here, but the thing is, like, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. But when it starts to break up like this here, that's the confirmation that says, okay, now we have a probability, no certainties, of now it continuing to the upside. All right. So that person who's been saying that with my YouTube videos, I hope that makes sense, pumpkin. All right. So let's move on now to the GLD as well too, which is gold. And we're seeing pretty much just a basing out pattern through here. Once again, very, very, very bullish pattern. I see this thing continue to rise up from here when it comes to gold and silver and stuff like that. So just having, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing through there. Let me go through. Okay, this is the gold price. So this is gold price here as well. So you can see how we're just basing out, not really doing much. So again, I definitely do see a lot more upside coming in gold and silver. The whole thing with this guys, is one thing that I notice with a lot of people that trade these markets, they're so impatient, right? So they get into a trade before it's actually making a move, right? So the market works on two different levels. We've got price, which is the market's moving up, and we've got time. We never know how long this time is going to be, right? This can go on and on, but people buy here expecting the market to absolutely explode where there's no probability, right? What do you need to do? You need to wait for a break up first to say, okay, now we're starting the next move up. But what do people do? I've seen this actually happen with a lot of people here, right? Like on the SLV. They'll start to get into here thinking, oh, I'm going to get in before the breakout. And it's like, hang on a minute. Price, time. We never know how long this time is going to be. So if you're getting in here thinking, oh, I'm going to get in before it breaks out, that's not how it works, right? When the market starts to break up, that's telling us, okay, we're now breaking up and out. That's the start of the next price here, time. Price move, time, relaxing. Now it's breaking up. Now we're likely to start to see the next price move. And by the way, guys, the reason why especially with silver here, is if I bring up my long-term trend line, look at this here. We're just squeezing up into this triangle pattern. So right now, for you guys that have short-term options here, we may be doing this for another few weeks, another few months, or for another month or two. But if it does start to break out, that's when we're likely to start to see overall, I say next 3-4 months of a good bull move. Not straight away. It might break and then do nothing for a week and then go for a 4 or 5 week run. Like you just never know. But the overall pattern is we're probably likely to race back up towards that 26 once we start to break up and out of this level here. So I'm very, 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 very excited for that. Now let's cover the silver mining stocks. Looking at the SIL, we can see here, let me bring up, say, the last sort of 6 months or so. We can see here that the market has actually pulled back quite a bit when it comes to the silver mining stocks there. I'm not really getting much when it comes to the SIL. I'm not really getting any gauge through here. But by looking at the SILJ, what I am seeing is that this market is pulling back very, very, very strongly through here. So if we get some sort of a break up and out of this level through here. So we've been going down through here for quite some time. Okay, so we've been doing this, and we've been doing pretty much this below this level. But if we start to get a bit of a break up and out, and we start to get back above these levels through here, get back above, say, 11, then that, to me, I believe would be the start of a new move back up towards this sort of 1250 level. So that's on a short-term basis, guys. It's going down, but the reason why I'm saying that is because this weekly chart is definitely trending up really, really nicely through here. We're definitely getting a bit of a break below that level through there. So if we get a break back above here, this whole thing here would be, say it with me, it would be one big false breakout, right? One big false breakout. So if we hold here and then we break back up, that's right, I'm saying if it breaks up, it's likely to go up. Why? Because it's now telling us this is now a false breakout. We need to break up first. If we do break up, then we're likely to probably continue up towards the 1250 there. Now that's the SILJ. The SIL, I'm not really getting a good sign there. Now if this thing just breaks down, guys, we're probably likely to continue down. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. And as you can see, once again, a bit of a false breakout. It's closing below there, but I am seeing a bit of a bias, a bit of a bullishness coming into here. So the confirmation for me, guys, once again, would be to see hold through here somewhere and to get a nice move back above this $11 level. If we can do that on an increase in volume, this is probably a bit of a false breakout. Let me just bring it up through to somewhere through there. Yep. So this whole thing was really just one big false breakout. There we go. And then we're probably likely to start to see a move back up. So I am definitely starting to see a bit of a support through here, a bit of a buying activity, but I want to see that confirmation first. When it comes to the SIL silver mining stocks, now looking at Apple, let's go have a look at Apple here, because the reason I'm looking at Apple is because I'm definitely seeing that obviously Apple's been on a stampede to the upside. But right now, in the last sort of couple of weeks, I'm seeing a bit of weakness starting to come into Apple right now. And so what I'm seeing through here is, once again, guys, we obviously we need to see the breakout first, right? We don't know exactly what's going to happen here, but if we start to see a bit of a breakdown from here, right, and we start to see a bit of a breakdown, especially a big breakdown candle with an increase in volume, then we are going against the trend. But then that would tell me, if we get that would tell me now we're probably likely to see a bit of a move to the downside. Now, where is that going to be? It's hard to say, because if we look at the actual weekly chart, we've been going up for quite some time. So a nice, this is the low point through to here, the high point. So a nice little sort of 50 to 60% correction, probably down towards this 260 level. I'd probably see Apple getting down to. Again, this is short-term analysis, guys. I'm not saying it's definitely going to break down. I'm not trying to pick a top here. What I'm doing, I'm seeing that right now we're getting a bit of weakness in Apple. And if we do break down a very, very, very strong breakout with an increase in volume, that tells me what? That's a bit of a confirmation to say we have a probability of starting to do this. All right. And then also I want to share with you oil as well too. Oil right now, if I bring up my long-term trend line, oil right now is right at a level of support where we are. We've been coming down for quite some time, and now we're at a bit of a level of support. We've been holding here for a bit of a week or so. So I actually see that oil is probably likely to rise on a short-term basis, guys. So a bit of a rise on a short term. And yeah, so once again, coming down through here, we're basing out on a bit of a short term. I actually see oil holding through here and then continuing up at least a bit of a 50 or so % correction through there on a short-term basis, short-term rally through there. It's nothing that I'm trading. I'm not going to trade that, but I'm just sharing with you what I see oil, especially even on the short-term basis. And once again, guys, what I promised I'd talk about is waiting for confirmation. That's what I was talking about, well, like with the SLV, right? Is that I get these comments on my on my YouTube channel, and let me just share this with you because I really want to drive home this point here because it's so important. And let me bring up. Okay, so let me bring this up through to here. So what we're looking at here right now is obviously we're looking at. Let me see if I can just blow this up a bit more. There's my comments. There we go. So, all right. So this is the comments here. And then, so, men growing to win. So if silver breaks up, it will go up. If silver breaks down, it'll go down. I think I got it. And then I had a little lol and ha. What you guys don't understand, Mike and Mark and men that go their own way with a clock as an interface, is this, okay? Is that when you are trading the markets, you never want to preempt something's going to happen. What you're always doing is you're always looking for probability or some sort of confirmation that the probability is likely to happen. Right now, in trading the markets, and if you want to be a good trader, you need to wait for some sort of confirmation that the probability is now likely to go in that direction. Because that's what trading is all about, right? So it's like, this has a real high probability that we're likely to move in this direction. Trade options or whatever, and that's how you make money. How you don't make money is by saying, well, I guess it's going to go up or I guess it's going to go down. So by waiting for a break up, if it breaks up, then we have a confirmation that the probabilities are now likely to continue up. And as it's likely to continue up, that's when you jump on that move because the market's telling you we're going in this direction. If it breaks down, then the market's telling us now that's the start of potentially of a move down. And then that's where the probability is at that time as well too. Now, there's obviously a lot of other things you need to look at, which is the weekly chart. If it breaks down, then that'd probably be very short-lived in my opinion. If it breaks up, we're probably likely to see a very, very nice move up from there. So pumpkin, and also should I say pumpkins? I hope that makes sense for you guys. It's all about waiting for the confirmation that the probability is now this market is likely to move in this direction. Right now, silver is doing absolutely nothing, so there is no probability of it moving in a direction at this moment in time. But once again, I'm going to say this again: we wait for confirmation that the probability is that this is going to happen there. Just by you saying that, you still think that you need to know exactly what's going to happen, and how I've done well out of trading is just by waiting for that. For me, when I have my trading set up, and then I have my entry confirmation candle that I get into that gives me a probability of me doing well out of that trade. If you do not have some sort of confirmation candle that the probability is this is going to move in your direction, whether it's a bullish or bearish trade, you are gambling. And that's your quickest way for you to stick and stay at a job you fucking hate. Hey traders, John Howell here. Thanks for watching my video. For a limited time only, I am giving away free access to my brand new trading course. I've put all my most powerful systems, strategies, and trading techniques that I've learned over the last 15 years and put it in this course, and I'm giving it away for free for a limited time. See, in this brand new Go to the Markets by the Balls trading course, and you can get it when you go to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to learn, firstly, you're going to get access to a brand new training course for 90 minutes, and you're going to learn all the details step by step to my #1 trading system with over a 90% success rate that works on any market and any time frame. You're also going to learn 3 powerful chart reading and trading techniques. You're also going to learn 2 more powerful trading systems, and also you're going to learn 7-figure trading secrets, mindset techniques, and so much more. There's top 13 mistakes you're going to learn, the 10K per month formula, and so much more. No, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but if you are struggling with your trading right now and you need help, then for a limited time, you can get free access to this. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now, or click on the very first thing in the description, because for a limited time, I'm giving away. So go to johnsfreegift.com right now and start getting access to this full complete trading course, plus also the free training with my #1 trading system with over 90% success rate. Go do that right now, and I'll see you on the next page.